and attack the basket. James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome to the Ultimate Super Coach and Fantasy Sports Show. You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Boom shakalaka!
Oh, it's a glorious Saturday morning or Friday afternoon if you're over in America. My son is banging on the door. You've got a coffee in your hand. So do I. Welcome. Insight NBA, the inaugural episode of Weekend Heat Check with myself and Skiddy. How you doing, Skiddy?
Yeah, mate. No, I'm going well. A couple of beers last night with the boys. So yeah, we're bright and ready.
Would you like to redefine what the couple means when you say a couple of beers? Because I think on the scale, how many Skiddies hungover are you this morning? I want to define it by Skiddy scale. Can we get the Skiddy scale happening? Hey, my son's at the door. Hello. This is live on a Saturday morning. Hey, Grayson. Not named after Grayson Allen. Just to be 100% clear. It is nothing. It is. Thank God for that. It is absolutely nothing to do with Grayson Allen. Skiddy, on the Skiddy scale for how hungover you are. I also want your Skiddy scale of how much you love the NBA being back.
Oh, mate, my scale of how much I love the NBA is surpassing how hungover I am right now. So that is good. That's why I'm here. I'm excited to be with you. So no, that's absolutely fine. Just when I say a couple, I know a lot of people from America or whatnot, or my fiance will think a couple is 2. It's not. I'm saying a couple are. A couple are can be anywhere from
a couple
5 to 20.
So we're about in the 12 zone, mate. Talking about the NBA games of yesterday. I know that you loved one and you hated another. You love that the Bucks got up over the 76ers. You're okay with that?
Oh, look, I like both the games yesterday. I think both teams, I thought, both teams that won deserved to win. I don't like watching the Lakers win, but, without Beal and Book, it was a good, solid win for the Lakers. They looked shit out in the first quarter, but they brought it back. LeBron had to go to LeBron mode, so that was good. And how good was watching Dame in his first game as a Buck? Jeez, did he play well? Oh,
it just looks good. It just looks like it flows a little bit more. And look, there was a little bit of questioning on the bench of Milwaukee and how deep are they? But they got really good minutes from guys. Looking back and down yesterday, Jay Crowder pouring in 27 minutes. You've got to rely on 20 Pat Connaughton minutes. So he becomes somewhat viable. If for any injuries, stream 19 minutes for Bobby Portis. But look, Bobby Portis doing Bobby Portis things, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block shot. You pick up Portis. Free throws. 0 from 4 is going to hurt you. I think big thing that, 3 from 9 from the line for Giannis yesterday as well, which wasn't ideal for them. But look, it looked good. Dame just looks almost a 40-point game on debut. 8 rebounds, 4 assists. They're just filling up the box score. What do we think of the Philadelphia 76ers without James Harden?
Oh, I mean, their offense just didn't look right. You know what I mean? There was a lot of Maxey doing ISO things and then just would pass into Embiid for a bailout. I thought the hottest bloke in the world, Kelly Oubre, played an absolute ripper of a game. He kind of just – it was like when Philly had nothing drawn up, they just were just okay, Kelly. Yeah, just give it to Kelly, and Kelly just bang home a 3. So 27 and 4 for Kelly, and he shot, what was it?
9 from 11. 81%. But 9 from 11, but 5 from 6 from 3-point land. 100% from the line. Look, he got a steal. He got a peripheral. He got a steal in there. 4. It's he'll do anything else apart from sometimes defend. But look, he was getting involved yesterday. I think there's a lot of for those of you who've managed to pick up Kelly Oubre on your wire, he's going to be an absolute scorching bucket. And that's also quite favorable as well at the end of your week. If you're looking for points to win the week, I know you say that you can get points on the wire. This is a guy who's obviously he's one of the prime scorers. He almost his second top scorer yesterday in the team. And if you're looking at the end of your week, the Sixers actually have the only team with a back-to-back this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday is the 76ers. So if you need points, this is a guy you want to put down on your waiver wire. Immediately target him for points, free throw percentage, and three-pointers. Put Kelly Oubre. If he's available in your league, I'll have a look at where he's available and how often he is. But that's probably one of the big stream targets. Any other surprising guys? I mean, we had some Strawthan minutes, so some Springer minutes yesterday. Pat Bev, only a few. Nothing really standing out to you, mate?
Nah, I mean, the only thing that I noticed was what I said, had been saying that Kelly, like I picked up Kelly Oubre in a few leagues, and I'm glad that Philly did the same thing that I thought was going to happen, where PJ Tucker wasn't going to play huge minutes and Kelly Oubre was going to take all of them. So 32 to PJ's 25. I hope it's not just because of how hot Kelly Oubre was yesterday. No, he's hot all the time.
You do love your Tsunami Poppy. You do love your Tsunami Poppy.
God, he's so attractive.
And he's also an attractive pickup because, again, he is only rostered. I'm looking at Yahoo now. He is only rostered in 43% of leagues. Now, that's obvious. I think if you look at this number today, it's Saturday morning here, Friday in America, wherever you are around the world right now. We're clicking on to yesterday in Europe. This will change in the next 24 hours. The second that you know that you can pick up Tsunami Papi, Kelly Oubre Jr. in your lineups, he is probably he's going to be the streamer who's going to have you the most opportunity, especially with James Harden away for the teams, to help you win your week if you are looking for points, three-pointers, and free throw percentage. But look at that field goal. We don't expect him to be scorching 81% from the field every game. That's not true.
No. He loves the shot too. So there is days where he will probably go 3 for 10, and you just be like, "Ooh, I don't know about that." But at the moment, he's getting the minutes, and he's got that green light. So I'll back Kelly for now. And
that was a good pickup for the 76ers. That was a really good pickup for the 76ers.
There was talks that Cleveland was going to get him, and
you wanted that so bad, didn't you? You wanted that so badly,
But that's all right. He fits in nicely there in Philly, and it's exactly what they need as well. So he works as that flamethrower off the bench.
Oh, look at this! This is the first time as well. We've got the shout out to Mick Delaney and Brano. Hey, yes, boys, Skiddy backing up after last night. Yeah, backing up from the pub, backing up for some 2K. We should say if Karan Trawler's out there from FBI Basketball, hello, he's a bit of a 2K fan as well. Let's look at some of the games ahead for the weekend and what we can do out here. The cat's coming out. Miyagi wants to make a cameo. There we go. We've got the Pistons and the Hornets, currently top players, according to ESPN, on each of their rosters, respectively, Cade Cunningham and PJ Washington Jr. Look, what are we looking at today? Look, let's do some picks. Let's just randomly do some. Oh, we've got our first question in the lineup. We're going to show it. Do we show it? There it is. From Prince Fountain. G'day, Princey. Drop Kuminga for Kobe White.
Yes.
It depends. I'll entertain this. I would definitely say Kobe is more. Okay, Kobe's 100% more rosterable. How deep is your league, Prince? Just drop that in the chat. Give us some of your details about your league. What cats are you looking for? Where are you strong right now? Look, Kobe's a starter. Kuminga's not. Kuminga's short term. I say roll Kobe White.
Yeah, I agree. If you got Kobe White there, if Kobe White's on his waiver wire and his next droppable player is Kuminga. I mean, Kuminga's probably going to be not as impactful, especially when Draymond Green comes back. So I'd definitely roll Kobe White. He'll get you the points, threes, and he has the minutes there in Chicago rather than Kuminga, who's still only getting 20. I think he was getting for Golden State without Dre, and he's going to be even worse without him. So
100%. And also the Bulls have a back-to-back today and tomorrow. Yes. So if you can do daily changes in your league, pull in Kobe right now because you can get him two games. And I don't think the Warriors. No, they've got the back-to-back Sunday, Monday. Yes. So Kuminga would only help you at the end of your week and on the first game of your new week. So yeah, absolutely get Kobe White in your lineups. Absolutely rosterable guy, mate. Yeah, 12-team 9-cat. Yeah, Princey, get him in there.
Yep.
Get Kobe on. Make sure that you do.
Good from you, Princey.
Comments. Yeah, good shout, Princey. Thanks very much for jumping on, mate, and watching the stream. Anyone else got questions, drop them in the chat. Skiddy and I will do our best. Pistons. Jalen Duren is available in leagues. What the fuck are people thinking?
Yeah. Oh, mate. He look good in that first game?
He did.
Well, it was 17, 14, and 4 blocks or something like that. It was a good game. I was kind of, I don't know what the hell's going on in Detroit. I don't know why the hell they're not starting Jaden Ivey and they're starting Killian Hayes over Ivey. That's a bit of a strange one to me. But,
yeah, no, that was really, and he was dropped a lot as well. So I think Jaden Ivey is absolutely going to be better than that. I don't know. He's rostered in 48% of leagues, and that's trended down since the other day. So he was up well over 50. Now he's gone back to 48%. So he's available. Look, Killian Hayes looked to be out of the rotation. Like he looked to be out of the rotation in the preseason, and then all of a sudden, hello, and there he is.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. And he played a shocker too. So, but I thought Cade looked really, really good against Miami. Duren as well. Even, how about Sir Thompson? Ooh, I've been telling you about him, mate. This man is.
Man, you know, I was drafting him from very, very early on. The one thing that's going to kill you with him, though, we got to be on it. We got to be on it though. If you're chasing those stats, if you need those blocks, if you need that, and if you can live, if you're a team that's punting field goal percentage, trade for him, get him into your team, because he's got those. He's going to have those rookie tier. He will be better than that from the field, but he is a rookie. We can't just expect him to come out. Also, you got to note that it is the Miami Heat they played the other day. They are one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, and the Detroit Pistons are dog poo, generally speaking. So if we're looking at the strength of the lineup. And that's the thing. They lost as a point. Like they really came together that second half, the Detroit Pistons, and they put it together. And that wasn't an easy. It's going to be what it is. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the Pistons aren't very good. The Miami Heat are very good, or at least a very competitive team. What Miami Heat team do you think we're going to get this year? Do we think we're going to get one who are pursuing that strong finish, or just going to basically limp to the finish line like they did last year and get into the playoffs and almost win everything?
I don't know. I mean, you keep saying like Miami culture and everything like that, but I don't know. I think not getting Dame really hurt them, because then they had already lost Strus, they had lost Vincent. They didn't replace him with anyone. So yeah, I'm not sure about Miami this year. I think they're on their way down a little bit, but you can never count out the Heat. So it's a very interesting position for the Heat to be in. So can't wait to see how they go this year. I'm just not as high as I was on them as I was last year, or if they'd gotten Dame this year.
I'm going to give the win today to the Hornets over the Pistons. If I'm looking to stack up, should we do our heat check parlay, our heat check multi every single week? Just go through it just for fun.
Okay,
let's do it.
Well,
I'm going to pick.
So it's in Charlotte, and Charlotte are -4 point favorites.
Yeah, I'm on Charlotte for the day. That's me. And also Mark Williams looking good. If you want to stream target for both of these teams right now, Jaden Ivey, maybe, but a guy who's available in 47% of leagues is Gordon Hayward. Now he had a ripper the other day. He was
double.
Yeah, just off the bench doing Gordon Hayward thing. Fountain's back in chat. Here we go. We'll put this on screen. We would like to know: start Kobe White or Asua Thompson? What are you chasing, Princey? Because I'd have to start. I'd have to start Kobe. If you're looking for the links and things, or if you're looking for the defensive stats, it's Asua, right?
I think I prefer Asua today because Chicago are playing Toronto. I think I feel more confident in Asua matching up better against the Hornets than I do of Kobe trying to score on OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes and Dennis Schroeder. Let's give him credit where it's due. He's an absolute pest on defense.
He's definitely a pest. If he was like a couple of inches bigger, bloody hell, he'd actually be a very good NBA player. I know he's a good FIBA player because he's the MVP, but I think I'd give the nod to Asua.
Yeah, 100%. I'll give it to Asua today, especially if you can absorb, Princey, the field goal percentage. That's where you want to lean into 100%. So let's go that. I'm going to go the Hornets. And again, Gordon Hayward there of the game of all the streamers. That would be your best streaming option if available in your league. And again, 47% like he's rostered. So there's 50% of leagues where he's out there. Thanks very much, Princey, for jumping in chat and putting that up there. Nuggets and Grizzlies this morning. Like, doesn't he? I hate you for getting that number 1 pick in our league.
Yeah, God, he's just unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic. Oh my God, did he dominate the Lakers the other day? And that was against AD, who's meant to be, what did he do yesterday? 3 blocks, 3 steals, or something like that. Jeez.
It's what AD are you going to get time? So this is the rotation. It was like the original Star Trek movies. One was good, one was bad. One was good, one was bad. So we know it starts off with a bad, then a good. So next Lakers game, AD bad?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I guess you can just be happy with how well he played yesterday. So that's that. But when it comes to Nugs Grizz, we've got the line at 5.5. So I think after how shit Memphis looked the other day, I'm confidently going to back the Nugs in to clear the line there. I'm actually going to bring up. I'm going to do this, Skiddy. I'm not meaning to cut you off, but we've got our grouping with Braino, and I hope he's still watching it. I think we have a little bit of. I think we have that random molten draft stars thing in here. I'm actually going to do this live. Whatever we say, I'm going to put that on as we go. Okay.
Just for fun.
Yep,
just the winner of the game. Just to back the winner of the game, as we call it. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Sounds good, mate.
Yep, so we said Hornets. Great. We said Nugs. Okay. There we go. We're doing it. By the way, Princey's there. He's punting field goal percentage. So yes, please stream Minnesota Thompson.
It doesn't really matter. Kobe or Asar, they both shoot out of field goal percentage. Just that Asar has a better chance to get you more rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, and Kobe is better chance of points, maybe some free throws, threes, and maybe some assists. But I feel more confident in getting those defensive stats from Asar.
Yeah, 100%. Notes for guys the other day that you might have liked picking up for the weekend in Denver. Anyone of interest to you there to target for these games over the course of the weekend?
No. I mean, KCP if he's there, Gordon if he's there, but Gordon went off at about like pick 120. He looked really good in that first game. KCP had an absolute ripper. He's not normally that influential, but geez, he played well. So, I mean, and then their bench, Watson maybe, but I'm not fully confident on that he's there yet. So, I think it's just Nugs being Nugs, and it's just going to be Jokic being Jokic again.
Yep, 100%. And look, Luke Kennard is out for this back-to-back series of there, so he's out right now. So you're probably going to look for some minutes. Like the guys who are rostered are obviously Tillman, Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., Marcus Smart, Ja Morant in most leagues. You can't break him anyway, so there's no point. John Conchar probably gets some more minutes. Santi Aldama is out as well.
He's out,
it's out as well. Derrick Rose, potentially some more minutes. Like he didn't play well the other day, but he did jack up a lot of shots. So we got 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He just needs to have some efficiency. It is against the Nuggets. It's like, who's he going to be going up against? Reggie Jackson in the second unit?
Yeah, but the Nugs kind of like they stagger their starters in with like bench guys. Like, so it's like always one of two. So it would be like Murray and Gordon, or Porter and Jokic, or Porter and Murray, or something like that. So 100%. They stagger them really well. So I don't know, but I like the Nugs in this game to win. I don't know about any stream. Yeah, I mean, maybe
some Braun minutes. If they get up, if the Nuggets get up there, you're probably looking at Christian Braun as probably the only other guy to get some minutes. Like he played 12 the other night, but he played 19 minutes the other night. Zeke Naji played 12. Those are probably going to be the only other guys apart from Reggie Jackson getting some minutes in that one. The next one I'm very curious. I don't feel good about it. The next game we're going to look at today is the Hawks and the Knicks playing at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Right now, players to watch. Look, Jalen Johnson, if he's still available in your league, you've got to smash that.
Mm-hmm. Could not agree more, mate. He looked so good in that first game against Charlotte. It was only against Charlotte, so I want to see when he's actually come up against an all right team. And it'll be interesting to see how he goes today. Also, Sadiq Bey, 5 steals. Jesus, what the hell's going on there?
Love it. Absolutely love what he brings out there for them. Look, I've been high on Sadiq Bey in a lot of leagues. I just think what he does in Atlanta is his role. And I think he has the potential to be an absolute scorcher from outside. He'll get you some rebounds every now and then. Look, Detroit, Detroit peak Bay was someone who you wanted on your team. And if he can bring a bit to this new energized Atlanta team, DeAndre Hunter didn't look very good at all. So it really fell to him. But back to Jalen Johnson, I've just done the numbers on this. If I gave you a random percentage between, let's say, 20 and 80% that he was rostered in leagues, what would you think that he was rostered in Yahoo leagues? Just off the rip.
I'd probably say roughly about 35, I reckon.
Yeah, 30. Jesus, you're close. Your over-unders today are very good, Skiddy. 36%. 36%.
Oh, I'll take that.
Like that's 30. That's 64% of leagues that you can go out there and get Jalen Johnson in. And that's someone who you want on your team. Sadiq Bey is rostered more than Jalen Johnson, 39%. Look, didn't Bogey go okay off the bench? So that's definitely a stream target. He's only rostered in 33% of leagues. There's a lot of the Atlanta guys that are rostered. I don't really think you want to worry about DeAndre Hunter. Griffin getting some more minutes, though, was not like a few minutes was nice. Does he pop up this year, you reckon, for them some more?
I mean, like as a stream target on like a random day in February, maybe, but not like as an all the time kind of guy. They only went 9 deep too, and it was a little bit strange. It's like I really like Johnson's game, but I think Capella was in a little bit of foul trouble as well, which kind of halted him a little bit and gave Johnson a little bit more time. And
I'm looking forward to that impact on the omelette on Onyeka Okongwu as well. I want to see what happens with the Necker because his minutes were down from where I thought they were going to be after having a very strong preseason. Obviously, the re-signing of him on that rookie contract was very good. So all things were pointing to the omelette breaking out from the get-go. It didn't see the minutes that we would have liked to have seen on that return, but it's still obviously a notable hold. You don't do anything. There's no panic buttons. Don't panic your first week of it. Looking at stream targets for the Knicks, 67% rostered in leagues is Emmanuel Quickley. Pick him up. He is an absolute scorcher. I grabbed him in a couple of leagues. I love Quickley and what he can do. Josh Hart, 64%. Being dropped in some leagues because of the bench role. He's someone to keep an eye on. The guy there, though, is Quentin Grimes. He is only rostered in 17% of leagues. Very good field goal percentage. We'll get you some threes. We'll get you a few points. No defensive stats the other day, which was a surprise. He does get those peripherals. So he's probably the only other guy in that game you want to keep your eye on. Who are we backing in the parlay? Hawks or Knicks? And the Knicks are the favorites.
Yeah, Knicks are half a point favorites. Geez, I don't know. That's a bloody tough game.
Do we do a line or do we just avoid it?
Well, you don't do a line at half a point. Hell no.
I've got to do something. I don't know who to pick on this one.
Neither do I, mate. That's a tough one. I'd say, what's the over-under? Maybe that's the way to go on that game. Total points.
Yeah.
228.5. Go under on totals.
There we go. Total points under 228. There we go. Bang either way on that one.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. We've got on that one. Next one, we've got the Heat and the Celtics. Oh, showdown of the day. This is going to be a good game. Is it going to be a good game? Or do you reckon we're going to get that just full run that we want from this game? Or do we just think I think the Celtics are going to smash them.
I also think the Celtics are going to smash them. But, Jimmy, this is the type of game where Jimmy says, all right, hang on a second, boys. Just hold my beer. It's time for Jimmy to cook. So, this could be a good game for Jimmy. There's not much else to say with stream targets wise. Miami haven't got any bench, nor do the Celtics. So this is just
no benches. We're going to play 5 guys that are very good. That's our new option. We're going to have a recreational 2K team. We're just going to play 5 guys the full length of the game. And let's see how it goes. And as far as 5 guys go, Peyton Pritchard is probably the only guy you're going to be able to stream into your leagues there. Kyle Lowry is dead. I did this the other night. Looking at his stat line the other night was just he was out there. Kyle Lowry. Look. We don't wish for bad things on anybody. Like that's not like we're saying. Oh, I'm not trying to hide on Kyle Lowry. I did say. Someone said to me the next day, do you really think you could get 2 rebounds and 2 assists in an NBA basketball game? And I said, yes, 100%. Because I'd be so petrified if you pass me the ball that I'm going to throw it to the only guy that no one is around if I can. If 2 giant men run at me that are 7 foot tall, I'm going to pass the ball to someone better than me and hopefully they score twice. That's all I needed to do on a court.
You are 6'5", so that kind of helps you. I don't think me being 6 foot flat with no legs and jumping ability would be able to do that, but that's all right.
I'm just going to make a read on a play and dish it out where it needs to go. But look, Kyle Lowry is obviously the starter there. Miami's in a bit of a state. Duncan Robinson had a lot of minutes for them the other day, which was good to see. Dunk get some minutes. So I guess he's again a points and streaming threes option there. There's no more depth, as you said. Thomas Bryant is the backup center. He got 16 minutes, but it's yuck. I mean, he did play okay the other day, but maybe in the role off the bench, like against the bench unit in the Celts, because they're not very good. If you need some extra rebounds potentially, that's a guy you want to get. His field goal percentage isn't very good though.
Sorry, I just saying with Bryant, I mean, he still has to match up with either Porzingis or Horford, so I don't like him at all. The Celtics only have, if Celtics have Horford, he's way better than Thomas Bryant. So
there is some stuff though that I want to have a look at with Josh Richardson. Joshy Richardson's been dropped because of his injuries and is now only available in 10% of leagues. I'm of the opinion that they're going to roll him into possibly being that starting point guard like they did in the preseason when he's healthy again, and Kyle Lowry might be a bench guy. He is rostered in 10% of Yahoo leagues. Keep your eye on your watch list on Jason Richardson, or I like to call Pooh Volume 2 because I'm an old Pooh Richardson fan from back in the day. Just keep your eye on Joshy Richardson. Sorry, because if he's back mid-October, he got the injury, he's going to ramp it up. Just keep your eye on him with Caleb Martin and Robinson and being injured. I think that Joshy will come in to play very, very soon in your fantasy lineup. So do put a star on him. Do keep him in your watch list to see that movement. We're obviously going there. The Celtics pure win.
Yeah. Just Celtics head to head. They're -8.5. So yeah, I'll just take the Celts to win there, not at the line. That should be a nice little win for the Celtics. Also, streaming wise for the Celtics, no, they don't have anyone. Their bench is shit. Unless you want threes, you can pick up Hauser or Peyton Pritchard, but no. Other than that,
I want to ask you a question on this one. I know this is going to be an emotional journey for you. A team that you absolutely adore versus the team that you love. Thunder versus the Cavs today. Yeah.
Also, just really quickly, back on the Celtics. Made Porzingis look good.
Oh,
for the Celts. Jeez, he fits that. He fits what the Celtics are doing to a T, and I'm worried about Brown. But yeah, let's talk about Cavs Thunder. I do love the Oklahoma City Thunder, but Cavs are my boys, my team. So I was very impressed with the win in Brooklyn. Spot hitting the game winner. Loved
a gutsy win from them.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen Max Strus play a better game. And he just rolled out there with 27, 7 threes, and 12 rebounds. Like, he does not stop moving on offense. He was looking like Steph Curry, like just kept running off ball the whole game and then setting just random screens. And I'm sitting there going,
horns. He was doing horns. I told you, Damo. Horns works, Damo.
Horns. But I just couldn't believe it because I was like, why has no one else been doing this for the Cavs? And so okay, fair enough. So that's why we went out and got him. And I'll tell you what, you know me, Matty. I love Tsunami Papi. He is the hottest NBA player. But geez, a close second is George Niang. What an absolute rig he has. That is sensational.
Could I just say shout out to our boy James Aguirre? I've just got our boy James Aguirre. We know James very well. Got to make you watch his He just sent us out that group chat. James FT dubbed. He sent us out that picture of Georges Niang, the press photo the other day, just standing there. And I'm like, you are a unit.
That is peak physical fitness. That's what I aspire to be. What a good.
This is what this is. Under this, we're all a little bit Georges Niang inside. Let's not lie.
Oh, mate, I'm definitely after how many beers I had last night. I'll tell you that much.
I am. He is Georges Niang enough for me. We're going to give the Cavs the win here. Like, I think the Cavs get the win, but I actually think it might be the upset of the day. Like, the Cavs are 156, the Thunder are 245. I actually might like the Thunder.
Cavs -4. It's in Cleveland though, so that's why I'm giving the Cavs the nod. Very, very worried about what SGA is going to do today. I think that he could have a game. I think that the Cavs won't start a Okoro on him, but then once SGA has probably about 20 at halftime, I think they'll put a Okoro straight onto him.
He looked so good the other day too.
He looked bloody sensational. That's his best game he's ever played too. I don't know what the hell's going on, but
it was amazing. It was so good. It's just so good to watch.
Yeah, and the Mobley-Chet matchup, that is going to be a ripper. So can't wait to watch them two battle it out. So
Jared Allen is still out, but then again, who's the center? I think Chet Holmgren is going to be. I think he's one of those guys that has a bit of a chip on his shoulder the whole time. So I think he's going to take what happened the other day and getting snapped by Andre Drummond a little bit personally and come out and try. I think he's going to come out and have a game today. I think Chet Holmgren is going to come out and have a game.
Yeah, I can see that too. But this is the game that I wanted, I want to watch what Chet does, because he came up against Vooch and Drummond, who are obviously bigger, stronger bodies, and he's not that. He relies on his athleticism and his basketball smarts. So this is the game that I want to watch, where he's coming up against another similar archetype in the athletic big man who's not super filled out strong yet in Evan Mobley. So that's why I want to watch this one and see what Chet is able to do against this kind of archetype, because he got killed by Drummond.
Drummond stole his lunch. Let's not lie about it. Andre Drummond was playing defense like a all switchable NBA player. Wait a second, I was almost out of the league a couple of years ago. No, I'm right here, boys. Right here. The sun's coming out. What a gorgeous way to do this. We got to do these Saturday morning lives. I'm just on the balcony talking basketball. Look at this. It's glorious weather. And we're talking that the Cavs are up. The streaming option, though, as you said there, is obviously Strus. He's still available in a lot of leagues. Maxi Strus is still available in a lot of leagues. Okoro, as you said, he's going to get some minutes there, but not going to be much of a burn for you. But I guess of all the teams right now, all the guys on the waiver wire for the Cavs, he's 56% rostered now. He's gone up after that killer the other day. So he's still available in over 40% of leagues. And that's someone, if he's going to play the way with the back-to-back as well, another player to target, because you're going to get his game today and tomorrow. Definitely looking at Strus there as the streaming option of that one. Let's go on to the Raptors and the Bulls. Top performers the other night were OG Anunoby from the Raptors and Nikola Vucevic. Vucevic. When is it going to be Zach LaVine's team? 100%. When is he going to be the guy?
When he can be the guy and not destroy your field goal percentages. That was shit ass by LaVine the other day. And they got beaten bad by the Thunder. So I don't know. I mean, what was the shot? So DeMar took 20, LaVine took 16, White 14. Yeah, righto. I don't know. It's a strange one for the Bulls. I don't like how their team is built.
Constructed.
It's too many similar players that don't complement each other very well. I think one of LaVine or DeMar have to
be traded this season. Yeah. One of them has. I think one of them is going to be good. This team is a team that's looking like it is a potential trade suitor across the league, and I think it's kind of known now as well. They've always tried, also the salary that they've got on their books now after that Vucevic signing. Reinsdorf doesn't like to pay. They're in that luxury tax bracket now, and I'm just thinking there's movements. He took 16 shots, hit 4 of them today. Zach LaVine is going to be better. Might be a potential buy low target if he stinks up the place again today, though. So this is where you want to look at guys who are elite, and can you get them on your team? Yes, you can. Cool. Grab them. Absolutely grab a guy like that if you can trade for him, because he will be better. He will be better than 16 points a game. 4 rebounds, and the percentages, it was shocking. The turnovers weren't very good as well. Pat Williams got dropped in a lot of leagues after the other day. Sick with Patty if you're looking for those defensive and peripheral. Still 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 rebounds. The efficiency for him wasn't good either, but you're not going to get a lot of value out of anyone pretty much in the Chicago Bulls this season.
The only other one that you could really say is, Drummond, if you need rebounds, he's always a nice stream for rebounds, and Caruso for steals, but that's just end of week bull crap where you need those certain categories. Otherwise, they're not really a hold. But this game is actually Chicago's
and this is what we do.
Favorite. Chicago's
they are. Are we? They are? No, surely not. Okay, so all right. So look, back to this one. You like the Raptors? All right. So we're gonna put the Cavs on. So we're putting the Cavs on for the win, even though we don't feel good about it because I think the Thunder might upset them. And we're gonna hit the Raps.
Thanks.
Can we do a line on the Raps?
Fuck you, Trent.
Can we put a line on the Raps?
Yeah, I'll what's the handicap? It's 2.5. I mean, just get those extra couple of points just in case. It should be a close game either way.
All right, done.
I'm confident. I like the Raps.
This is what a Saturday mornings are for. Talking NBA with the lads and getting it sorted. We're going to go them up punting. Punt. Look, can I just say, Jakob Poeltl the other day, if he could hit a free throw for me, I'll be absolutely blissfully insane. 100% from the field in the 3 shots that he took. That's why I love Jakob Poeltl. He will be able to. He'll be able to hit a free throw. No, he'll be able to hit a free throw. I pray and I hope and wish for good things for him. Also, how great is it seeing one dick shot a game? It's not very. I want more dick. I want more dick in my life. We want some more Grady. We'd love. Look, can I just say, OG was an absolute weapon the other day. This is why I picked him up in a lot of leagues. 98% rostered, which is huge. Here's a guy you want to look for trading. Here's a guy that you set as a potential trade target because he just does everything across the board. It's guys like that. Bounce back Barnesy. A good game from Scotty Barnes. I loved what he bought. Like 5 blocks. That's 7 stocks. That was massive the other day for Bounce Back Barnesy. We called it very early on in our reviews of them. We said, look for the guy to come back with more of an initiative in the offense. And it looks smooth with Dennis Schroeder. They look like the German FIBA team. Yeah. Like the ball's moving. They're looking good.
It really did. I was actually shocked. I thought it was going to be very stagnant, and I was a little bit worried about the shooting and everything like that. But no, Schroeder really came in and orchestrated that offense beautifully. I thought he was fantastic, and I was a little bit surprised with how well they did. They did all play together. So
they co-equal center. Some guys will make some mistakes over the way. Might try and run some horns along the way. Or you last night, you drunk on 2K is one of my favorite times to be alive. I'm just going to say this.
I really did a screen last night. That's how bad I was going.
Did you see the double screens we set sometimes for fun? That was we just took the Mickey. That was a bit of fun. Look, so we're going to take the Raptors there to get up over the Bulls, who are favored, even though it is in Chicago. Look, I like the Raptors too. I think they're a good looking team this season, and I think they're going to I've taken the Bulls for the under on the year. So and the Raptors, I've taken the over. So this is one of the ones that I want the Raptors to win to make that bet look good. The Rockets and the Spurs is our next game today. We've got Wemby versus Şengün, the Shenmeister, who was one of their top performers the other day. Look, good to see him returning some value after I know that you talk us through your preseason thoughts on Şengün and what was going to happen there in Houston.
Oh, yeah. I was just a little bit worried about how the defensive aspect from Ime Udoka was going to pop in and maybe limit Şengün's minutes. But, obviously it didn't happen in that first game. But just that is because Tari Eason was out. So he would be the replacement for Şengün. Not a lot of minutes out of the Rockets because they absolutely sucked against the Magic. They absolutely killed him. And Eason's still out. Jock Landale out now as well. That hurts the Rockets. So Şengün's his minutes would probably likely to stay high if they can be somewhat competitive. Shout out to me fiance. I hope the Rockets win for you today, sweetheart. But they suck. So
we love that for her. We love that for her.
Unlucky baby. Spurs are minus 3.5 point favorites. I'm happy to take the Spurs there. I thought Wemby looked really good. I was really surprised with Keldon Johnson as well. I thought Keldon played such a good game for someone who never showed the ability to pass the ball ever. So I was very impressed. Vassell was obviously fantastic as well.
Spursian basketball. Spursian.
Yep, Spursian basketball, baby. So, I'll take the Spurs to win this one here. I would like to see a little bit more out of the whole of the Rockets team. I thought everyone.
I just like to see more Rockets do basketball in general. I've got Fred VanVleet in the league, and I've literally got a guy who's interested in a trade for him. But after the other day, he was a little bit dubious. I'm like, look, Fred is going to be better than that. Fred VanVleet is going to be better than that. The system under Ime Udoka, look, think about the Celtics, his first year as head coach when they went there. They sucked to start.
Sucked early,
They sucked early on. He had to get the guys together. If this is a trend, not to pick narratives over actual statistics that sit in front of you in paper, but if you're going to look at that narrative, I think they'll get better. I think they'll come together over time. This is what the Celtics did a couple of years ago under MA. This is what the Rockets will do. They are a somewhat competent basketball team. If you look around it now, they're just not playing well.
No, well, also too, remember, this is their first game together. So, when you bring in one new starter, it takes a little bit to gel. When you bring in two as well, geez, it takes a little bit as well. So I think, I think they just need a little bit more time. But that's why I'm taking the Spurs today. But yeah, I think, honestly, mate, I watched that Houston-Orlando game and I thought everyone besides Şengün was dog shit. And
they were.
And literally that was that. Their ball movement looked crap. I thought Jalen Green just, he didn't really know what he was doing in this new offense until they just gave him.
He looked lost.
He really did. And hopefully they can all figure it out. But
and if you need anything to figure out in your fantasy lineups, by the way, make sure you put a question in the chat. We'll get it in here from Facebook and on YouTube. We'll answer some of your questions like Prince Fountain earlier on. Also, Prince Fountain. I like the name. It's quite kingly for Prince. But yeah, you're right, man. They'll figure it out over time. Look, it's going to take time. But these are also teams that we weren't like. People were taking the Spurs over for the year, and they were taking the Rockets under for the year. So if you're going to take that Rockets under, this is one you would expect for them to lose. If you have that over on the Spurs for the season, this is one you do hope that the Spurs win. I think just the length of that team is really going to be a problem for the Rockets. Like Sohan playing, I love the point Sohan experience. By the way, I'm really here for it. I'm really here for point Sohan experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, who the hell's stopping Wemby today? No one's stopping Wemby.
No one's stopping Wemby. I want to see him get inside the other much.
Sorry, Lively matched up quite well with him just because he was fairly athletic to be able to get to Wemby's shots somewhat. But Şengün ain't that. He ain't got any athleticism in him. So
he is not doing that at all.
Wemby's going to feed today.
Yeah, no, I'm all here for that. I'm all here for Wemby. Showing that look, not a great. I also love that. Not a great first game from Wemby. Look, it was a good first game. It was a solid first game, but people were burning a second round pick on Wemby. Yeah. So let's be clear. People were burning a very early 13, 14, 15 pick on Wemby. If he doesn't go well for 3 or 4 games in a row, maybe gets a little bit of a niggling injury and is going to sit 3 or 4. Does he become a possibly buy low option for later in the set, to get him back? Would you look to get Wemby in your team from what you've seen so far?
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't it's not a second round.
No.
Somewhere around the third kind of player, I would be offering up, third or fourth kind of pick. I'd be happy to offer them up for Wemby. I still think he looked good. It's obviously his first game, so
his first game.
He'll get there. He'll get in. I thought his last quarter was fantastic against the Mavs. So I see the flashes for it, and he's obviously going to be an absolute fantasy beast. So
he's going to be an absolute fantasy beast. People are going to start. He's going to become that second round regular very, very soon, all the time.
He'll be
he'll be first. People will just be taking him off the board. He's just an absolute weapon. But then again, so are guys like Max Strus, apparently, the other day, who was the best off-ball player. The best off-ball player we've seen since Rip Hamilton, just running around, him just dodging left, right, and center. Looking at our next game up on the day on the stats, we got the Nets and the Mavericks playing in Dallas, Texas. Luka and Cam Thomas. Oh, preseason Cam. Do you like Cam Thomas?
That's outrageous of what he did. I was watching that game and I'm sitting there going, how the hell is he hitting all this crap? Because it was just midi pull-ups. It was just anything and everything, and he's just daggering it. And I'm sitting there going, Cavs are playing good defense. It's just that when a bloke is fading horizontally and hitting mid-range shots, what the hell are you meant to do about that? But either way, I've picked him up. I'll have a crack at him. That's fantastic. It literally looks like what the Nets have done is they go, okay, Cam, we're not going to start you because you shot chuck too much. But what we're going to do is we're going to pump you with minutes, and you can take every single shot you want off the bench. Don't worry about anyone else on your team. Just shoot as much as you like. And he's gone,
don't worry. This was the problem that he said to Steve Nash last year in the preseason. He's like, Steve, Just don't let me pass it to anyone else in the team. I got you, boo.
Yeah, exactly.
And Nash didn't like that. And Nash,
shit.
He's hitting his shit. This is the thing. And he's not only rostered, but he's rostered in 49% of leagues. So this is a guy who's obviously, when we say you can get points later in rounds or you can stream in points, this is a guy who is going to get you points.
Yeah.
This is only one game weekend guy for him. Do you pick him up now? He'll maybe score another 20, 25 points. Or can you get a guy in twice from either the Bulls, the Cavs, the Pistons, the Grizz, the Heat, the Knicks, the Raptors, the Jazz, who could average at good efficiency and give you some more peripherals, 14 points a game? Think about it that way. Don't just jump on one guy for one day. This is it. They've only had 2 games this week, the Nets. I would prefer a guy in my team who's going to get me some rebounds, who's going to get me some, because his field goal percentage, it's too volatile. So get a stable guy who can get you that similar points over 2 games, but add you the peripherals on better field goal efficiency. That's where you kind of use that waiver wire guy. So again, target a Bull, a Cav, like Strus. If Strus is around, give Strus a go. Crack him out there. Grizzlies. 100%. No one really there at the Heat. Oh, go on.
Exactly right. I like what you're saying. Two games for one waiver wire pickup. Love that. But today, this is if you have a free roster spot, this is the pickup today. Dayron bloody Sharp for the Nets.
That's what we want to talk about.
Yep, Claxton's out. Sharp has a very, very fantasy friendly game. This could be an absolute ripping pickup to get Dayron Sharp in your team today.
He is only rostered currently, as we are live now, in 6% of Yahoo leagues. So this is Skiddy's like, holy shit, 6%? Just jumping on his phone real quickly for daily changes leagues. Yeah, Dayron Sharp is
about to change it. About to pick up Sharp.
There you go. He's in there right now. So he's come off that one. He had a decent campaign the other day. 4 points, 2 from 3 from the field in only 12 minutes. But again, 2 block shots. The hands weren't there. The turnovers, 3 turnovers in 12 minutes is quite high. But look, as you said, he has that opportunity right now with Clacko being out. So he is the hot ad, I guess you can say, of the day to stream in, especially to buoy your field goal percentage and your blocks. Did you just say shit because someone sniped him on you?
Yeah, he actually did. What a bastard. He picked him up just about 3 minutes ago. Far out.
Was someone listening when we started talking about the Nets matchup for the day?
Maybe. Bloody hell.
There you go. People are going to be on that one. If you're not doing that right now. Hey, well, Tommy. No, look, you got to have a look at him for the day. But the other pickup there that you want to have a look at is, apart from Cam Thomas being 49% and Dayron Sharp, you've got to look at Derek Lively Jr. So Derek Lively obviously started the second half against the Mavs the other day, and he looked really good. He looked comfortable, much more comfortable than what he did in the preseason, where everyone who drafted him was dropping him. So he's been picked up again since. I know Matty Matrix in our league dropped him, picked him back up. Great game from him the other day, and he's still only rostered in half the leagues, 50% of leagues on Yahoo. Derek Lively is a stream target. If you need some extra points and threes, Tim Hardaway Jr. looked comfortable the other day. He looked like he was back. He looked like he was back playing good basketball. But this is fool's gold for Timmy Hardaway Jr.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought he played really, really well. I thought Lively played well. I thought it was just an absolute kick in the nuts that he starts every game in preseason. And I go, Maxi Cleaver's starting center now. What the hell, Jason Kidd? You got me stuffed.
Jason Kidd is not a very good NBA coach, in my opinion. Not that I'm a great one.
No, I agree, and I'm the same. But come on, mate.
I was more surprised today with the Seth Curry minutes, to be honest. I was very surprised by the Seth Curry minutes. He only played 4 minutes off the bench. They brought him back into the organization to be a floor spacer, and then they gave him 4 minutes. I think he makes sense in this system, quite a lot. Like Luka needs those guys defensively. If you roll out that lineup of Kyrie, I guess you can't really have Kyrie and him on the same floor at the same time, size wise. And unless you stack it there. But Grant Williams, he played okay the other day. 20% of leagues, Grant's in. He hit his shots the other day, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block, not much else. But he is only rostered in 20% of leagues. Bring a Grant Williams in. This is a guy you can bring into your team who's going to be more available right now. And again, you want to look at guys like that. What was that?
Oh, Kev just decided to jump on me. I apologize for that.
No, that's fine. I was looking at the screen to bring up some stats and Dash is down beside me right now. It's a doggy. It's a family-friendly live Saturday stream.
Say hi. And
hey, Kevy. So who will take? Oh, did you hit Kev? See, Dasher. Here we go. This is the chaos of a Saturday morning, but we love it. Who are we going to take on the win on this one, Skiddy?
Who are we talking about again? Brooklyn. No,
Brooklyn, the Mavs. This is what Kevo does.
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
on the parlay.
I mean, Dallas is -6. That's a high one, but I'll take Dallas just head to head, not at the line.
Okay, we'll put on Dallas head-to-head at the line. I think also looking for a big Mikal Bridges game today, and I'm very happy as well with Cam Johnson. I think his role there is really cemented in Brooklyn. He looked good playing off the ball today. Big one today. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm smashing the Clippers for the win. Clippers versus the Jazz. The Clips. They look solid the other day at full health.
They look bloody good too. I mean, Jazz did beat them in the preseason in Hawaii or whatever it was. But yeah, I will also take the Clippers. They're -4.5. That's a nice line, actually. I'll take them. Take them at the line.
I'll take them at the line?
Yeah.
I just like him for the win. All right, here we go. We'll get on that one. Here we go. Handicap betting.
Line, yeah.
4.5. So, Clippers at 2. All right, done.
Yeah, I thought they looked really, really good, the Clippers. I mean, there was not much put up from Portland. That was over so early. They absolutely killed them. So I thought the Jazz looked all right against the Kings, though. Kings just outscored them, as the Kings do. They just put up way too many points. So I think this will be a pretty good close game throughout, and I think the Clippers will be able to get over the line in the end.
And the one thing that changes those two teams' difference, you pretty much hit on the head there when you said what's going on with the Clippers versus the Kings. The Kings are not very good at defense. The Clippers are very good at defense. So I don't think Utah is going to be able to put up the same amount that they did previously. To be honest, I just think the Clippers are going to be able to shut them down a lot easier. And the length across the field for them as well. They match up really well. You've got Zubac on Kessler. You've got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out there. They're looking like they just looked so good. Like seeing Kawhi back healthy, this is what you wanted to see. He was so good. Like I was picking him up in the 3rd round and 4th round sometimes in the preseason because people didn't want to touch him because they did not want him to, he's going to get injured again. He's not. Like we tie ourselves to this historic knowledge of guys. Like remember a couple of years ago how we used to complain about Joel Embiid and we used to let Joel Embiid slip. And then he's been MVP season last season. He's looking good this season. You can't just tie yourself historically to those things all the time. You can't do it.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Absolutely, mate. Hang on. Sorry.
You do that one. I'm going to have a good again. The line the other day for the Clippers was absolutely fantastic. Looking over the box score the other day, they just absolutely pumped those lads. But looking there, who was really impressive for me was Russell Westbrook. I love what he did facilitating that offense. Efficient from the field as well. The free throws will always hurt you. But off the bench, Bones Highland, points. Yeah. Hello. Norm Powell off the bench for them. And looking for Utah, Keontae George wasn't very good the other day. That was a bit of a shame. He's going to get those minutes and a little bit of burn. Not really a stream target when there's guys in your league like Emmanuel Quickly pumping around. That's someone who's probably a little bit stronger there. But you probably want to look at a guy like Kelly Olynyk to get some extra minutes in this kind of game.
Look, I'm not. I mean, Kelly Olynyk's an all right pickup if you really need to. If you're in a deep league, I think the only one, I think Robert Covington. That was pretty good to see that he got the start for the Clippers and they finally pissed off Morris. So that was very good to see. So I think Covington's definitely a pickup for the amount of fantasy points that he's able to produce because he can do pretty much everything, which is good.
He can.
Rodko. He can be an absolute pickup.
Our last 2 games of the day now, we've got the Magic and the Trailblazers. Magic, hands down the Magic. There's looking across the board here. This is a couple of stream targets we're going to look at. Jonathan Isaac and Cole Anthony coming off their bench. Both of those guys looked really good the other day as bench guys because most of your starting 5 in Orlando is completely taken. Like you're not going to get those guys in your. You're not going to get those guys in. Besides Suggs, but do you want Jalen Suggs? Like his efficiency bugs me. Always has.
He looked really good the other day, but I'm picking up what you're putting down there. It was against the Rockets, but then again, I probably have the Rockets around the same as the Blazers. So
Suggs did look confident in the shooting guard role there. Look again, Paolo Banchero is the number 1 guy in town there. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, Franz had a great role the other day. I think he is. I think he.
This is
I
the
think
thing,
he
right?
is.
You know, everyone says like, "Oh yeah, it's Paolo's team. It's Paolo's team. It's Paolo's team." I'm not sure it is. I think it could be France's team.
I think matchup wise the other day, Franz was the better. Like he had Cole Anthony took 12 looks, Jalen Suggs took 12 looks, Franz took 12 looks. So I can't say it's anyone's team just based off that. I mean, Paolo only had 6 shots the other day, but he was getting to the line, and that's what you want from him. So although his shot attempts would have gone up, he was getting to the line. He took 7 shots from the free throw line the other day. He hit an 850 clip. That's exactly what you want by a big guy. The 5 rebounds was nice. The 5 assists was nice. The steal was nice. That's what you want from Paolo. He runs that team in a way, and I think if he can again eliminate those just the silly mid-range I'm Kevin Durant pull-ups and the fades. He's a guy I think it's his team. He was the number 1 draft pick for a reason. You know, historically, organizations like to build around those guys. I think France is a very nice complementary player. Someone had to talk with me the other day that they like his triple eligibility on Yahoo.
Yeah,
he's
very nice.
That's nice. But Gary Harris sneaking in with some extra minutes, that was nice.
Gary.
Nice, Gary. We love Gary Harris.
Gary.
We love him from his prime Denver days, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't love him from his prime Denver days.
No, I just think that there's not a number 1 guy on this Magic team. I think they're all actually bought in to be a team kind of situation. So, and I really loved, honestly, shout out Jonathan Isaac. It's good to see him back after the 500 knee reconstructions he's had. So, good on him. He played really, really well too. He looked really good as well. He looks like his defensive prowess hasn't gone anywhere. So good on him. It looks like we've got a question here for the Braino. Who misses out here out of Kobe White, Josh Hart, and Trey Jones? And
I've just shown up. There. This is my response. Trey and Hart.
You're
Kobe White is only because Kobe is the starter right now. So if you have to look at starting wise and minutes and opportunity, who's going to get the most minutes of those 3 guys this weekend over the course of the weekend? Yeah, so if I'm looking at that, the guys are going to miss out by way of minutes for the next 2 games. Kobe White's the starter. The Bulls have 2 games Friday, Saturday. The Knicks do, but Josh Hart is bench currently, so he misses out on that opportunity for me. And the Spurs don't have a back-to-back set. Trey Jones is coming off the bench. So if we're looking at this weekend, Breno, that's my thinking.
No, I honestly, I would have said Trey first, but now that you pointed out that Kobe White has a weekend back-to-back, then I'm with you on that as well. I think that's the right call. But if it was just straight out today, then I'd be taking Trey Jones over Kobe White. I think his assists are a little bit more valuable, and I don't care that he's coming off the bench. He's still got a good amount of minutes, and I thought he looked pretty bloody good the other day against the Mavs.
I agree. I think he looked really good off the bench. And again, the Point Sohan experience is fun. It's good. Let's see how long it lasts and see what we can ride out of that one. But again, if he's going to be the 6th man, if he's going to be that backup role in San Antonio and really thrive in that role, he's going to get your value back at the end of the day. But again, I tend to favor minutes. I tend to favor starters and just what the opportunity is. And Kobe White did show and has shown that he can be a willing passer and playmaker when it's going. It just wasn't going the other day. So I just have to go with the overall opportunity for Kobe, especially on the back-to-back today and tomorrow, Breno. So we're going there. We're on our multi. We're going to obviously tap into the Orlando Magic. No doubt about that.
Yep, absolutely.
Done. Bang. Last one of the day. The Kings versus the Warriors. Who are we going here? This is Harrison Barnes' revenge game after the other day. Do you buy
what the hell happened there?
Well, Harrison Barnes apparently is the greatest MVP. But doesn't he start out this all the time? And by the way, Sacramento's favored.
Are they favored? I like that, actually. I'm taking the Kings today.
You're taking the Kings today?
Yeah, they're -3, yeah. Without Dre, I like the Kings today.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Really? Okay.
Are we gonna talk this out? Am I insane in thinking that Moody and Kuminga off the bench, Looney matches up very well. Looney matches up very well on Sabonis.
Yeah.
Fox and Steph go hand in hand against each other. Both little wiry guards. Fox is a willing defender. Curry, though, Steph Curry.
I was about to say, you can be willing, but it's Steph Curry.
It's Steph Curry. Like, I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking all-time guy. So I can't mitigate the fact that he's playing against Steph Curry. So, like, is there any stopping Steph Curry? Rarely, ever?
The only thing that stops Steph Curry is Steph Curry. If he can't be asked doing his Steph stuff, then that's pretty much the only chance you have. Other than that,
Chris Paul is the red herring for me here. He's a smart player. He's smart. So him running that second unit, the second unit for the Warriors is better than the second unit of the Kings.
Okay. I mean, Kings have Davion Mitchell, Malik Monk, Sasha Vesenkov.
Yeah, I'm just trying to mess with this in my head because I don't think it's going to be closer than we expect. I don't see it being 165 to 225 on Sportsbet. It's only 185 to 2 on TAB. So we're looking at it live. You know what I mean? Like the lines, it's shrinking between the two sides. So for me,
it's a close game, 100%. Either way, I just think that the impact that Dre would have on the game would swing it in Warriors' favor. But without Dre, I think their defense just looked a little iffy. And mate, I'm telling you right now, if De'Aaron Fox switches on to Chris Paul, that is a speed battle that Chris Paul is not going to win ever.
He is not going to win that. No chance of the week. No, absolutely no chance of the week. I'm not sure. I might have to take the Warriors.
Okay.
Maybe we're going to do this. I just think, am I emotionally?
We're just going to leave that one out of the multi. That's the best.
I think we leave that one out of the multi. I don't know why. I want good things for the Warriors this season. I really want to see that. I really like Moody. I like Moody. I like Kuminga. And these are two stream guys. So we're talking about streamers for the last game of this one as well. The Warriors do have a back-to-back rolling Sunday, Monday. So again, if you might want to pick up a Kuminga or a Moody to roll from the Sunday, the last game of the week, so you don't touch them today, burn someone on your Friday, Saturday double. Yeah. So pick up someone like with the Cavaliers, like Maxi Strus or someone else like for the Knicks, Emmanuel Quickly for today, tomorrow, and then you roll into someone like Kuminga to finish your week off and then start your next week.
Yep, agreed. I think there's only it seems there's such a big amount of days today as well. If you've got max players, then you don't have to worry about this either. We're just saying if you have the one spare one and you want to have a crack at someone today, but if you've got a full roster, you don't go upgrading or anything like that. Don't go burning a waiver wire acquisition. No. Just stay the course.
If you're struggling and for some reason you do not have a lot of, it's a stuffy schedule for week one, isn't it, Skiddy?
Yeah,
it's a shit schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
Yeah, it's like 2 games one day, 12 games the next day, 2 games one day, 12. Like, you're going to be all over the place. You probably do have full roster spots, but again, these are guys you want to look at for changing your tack down the way and going that way. I think, mate, we're going to leave that one out of the multi.
Good idea.
I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that one out of the multi. We've got 11 games. I'm not touching. That's another 12-game day. That was a huge one. Let me go over that one for our day. So we ended up taking the Hornets today, the Nuggets. We've gone the under for the Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks at 228. We've got Boston Celtics for the win, the Cavs, the Raptors. I've put 6.5 and still paying $1.40 to really give that a boost because I think the Raptors were going to win. We've got the Spurs, the Mavs, and the Clippers minus 4.5. Clippers to win as well to roll that on top of it because we think the Clips are just going to get the W. And the Orlando Magic. That's us. That's our Saturday. That's the first heat check. What a time to be alive, Skiddy.
Love it.
Let's go walk the dogs.
Yeah, bloody earth. Gonna go crawl into a ball and cry and then watch the NBA in an hour. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Hey, look, thanks so much to our sponsors. You too, man. Thanks very much to our sponsors, the Standard Squeeze. We love those guys. They always take care of us. I know we've been drinking from our 4-in-1s this morning, having an absolute blast. If you need any of their amazing merchandise, the apparel or the travelers, drink responsibly, take them away. They just are the absolute best camping tool. So a big shout out to our friends at Ash and the Standard Squeeze. Use promo code INSIGHT15 to get 15% off all your purchases. And our number one guy, look, if you want your dream punt today to come off, if you want your dream team in your NBA fantasy to work out, he won't be able to help you. because he's not very good at the fantasy basketball, but he is very, very good at home loans. He is our friend, Ryan Hammond. Shout out to him and Astute and Newstead. Don't wonder about your dream home anymore, Skiddy. I know that you use Ryan for your home loan. An absolute top bloke.
100%. He's an absolute legend. And he's care and just the amount of effort that he puts in, combined with his knowledge, it makes him the best. So, no, he's an absolute legend. And, obviously give Ryan a call if that's what you're looking for, because he can work some absolute wonders.
Yeah, he'll sort you out. He's got a panel of lenders over 50, including all of the major banks. And the best part is he doesn't charge you a fee like other brokers as well. Astute Newstead. I'm going to say that fast.
Oh, there we go.
Newstead, after some milk. Newstead offers personal, vehicle, and business loans as well. Reach out to Ryan at Astute Newstead on 0431 766 784. That's 0431 766 784. Or email ryanh@eganwealth.com and use code INSIGHT to let him know we've sent you. Skidmore, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the NBA. Our first ever weekend heat check. Much love, everybody. Take care.
See you guys.